And people are wondering, is there going to be a post-State of the Union crypto and altcoin market bounce? Well, again, as I mentioned in the previous video, well, technically, never mind the fact that it wasn't a State of the Union address, it was a speech to a joint session of Congress. Whoa, that's windy. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Apart from the fact that it wasn't a State of the Union technically, but for the sake of the discussion, no, it's not about news events making the movements on the markets. It's the VEPs, right? There was not an instant maneuver to the upside following the State of the Union or speech to Congress last night. There was movement to the upside a good number of hours later. But that movement happened because the VEPS was lining up for the move to the upside. And you can see it on the low time frames. When I went back to my trading station and saw the incoming move, okay, the information said it's likely to go up, and there were some very clear targets assets across the crypto space. And namely, if you look at, it's kind of easy now, not easy, but easier now, if you want to, at least for the time being, to know what the 5 majors are to be looking at first, which are pretty much 5 major coins people were looking at for a long time anyway, but certainly is a no-brainer to be scoping Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, and XRP every day just to see whether or not they're moving along in ways that are worth trading on any given day. Because those are the 5 coins, of course, 5 cryptos that were mentioned to be put into the National Crypto Reserve when Trump sent out those tweets on Sunday. So it's it's a no-brainer to go with those, what I call the 5 majors at this point, right? Right? Those are the National Reserve currency cryptos. And why is that important? Well, it's important because since there is a directive, whether it happens or not is a different story. I know there's legal experts who challenge the idea that this thing can't happen because the Federal Reserve doesn't take orders from the president on this kind of stuff, and they have their own rules, whatever. Right? If it happens, it is a significant change. By the way, the Federal Reserve may not make a national crypto reserve, right? That's true. The Fed may not. But before January 20th, the Office of Personnel Management and the OMB and all that, they were doing effectively what the Doge thing does now, right? And the Doge thing, basically is doing what those 2 organisms were already doing, just in a different way, or slightly different way. You could say it's a more hack job, you could say it's, smash and fix, whatever, but they're effectively a different creation, right? And there's no reason that similarly a U.S. national crypto reserve couldn't be created by and managed by something other than the Fed, right? In fact, don't be surprised if they end up sticking that crypto reserve underneath Doge, which would be, for the meme, hilarious. And if you think they're beyond doing that, remember that the fact that the Doge thing is called Doge is in and of itself a meme. Every single time somebody says, Doge in the news now, they're literally memeing a meme coin, right? It's a government agency, a quasi-government agency, which isn't really a government agency, named after a meme coin. Every time some person on the news refers to Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, they're literally creating meme content for the meme coin. And it's meme coin culture, and meme coin, holders and fans and all that kind of stuff. So they're literally increasing the value, intentionally or not. Well, in most cases, unintentionally. They're increasing the perceived value in terms of its cultural entrenchment of a meme coin. Right? The fact that the logo of it is also a Shiba Inu, right, which is the logo of the Doge coin. So don't think that it would be like beneath them to make the National Crypto Reserve part of Doge, and like stick a Bitcoin National Reserve, right, which Doge is a fork of, inside of the Doge agency. If you think they wouldn't do that, you're not reading the room right. They absolutely would. If the Fed is going to give them any trouble about it, and if Trump doesn't get his way with, having the Fed do it, why wouldn't Elon Musk just say that, you know what, we could just stick it inside of the Doge? And they would. And I don't see any reason why David Sachs would even disagree with that idea, right? He would probably encourage it, frankly. So why would he? So yeah, do it that way. That way you get around any of the existing legal frameworks that need to be done through the Fed, where they just create another arm. Let the Fed continue to manage the fiat, and let the Doge thing manage the currency, the cryptocurrency, right? And and grow them separately. Why not? I don't see any reason they couldn't do that. Making government efficient doesn't necessarily mean that you keep all of the financial stuff inside of one agency, right? I mean, you'd think it would be more efficient that way, but not necessarily, especially not if one of them is giving you a hard time saying, no, we can't keep, crypto in our portfolio or whatever. We only do fiat and traditional assets. Well, okay. Well, then the government's going to make a new branch to handle crypto, and it's going to be Doge, which is kind of taking the piss, right? Kind of taking the piss out of the whole thing, because it's a meme. Like, the agency itself is not even real. It's not actually a government agency, right? It's a non-government agency. Basically, it's an outside consulting group, right? That has been given chainsaw powers by the chief executive. Those chainsaw powers have been challenged in court. Some of those chainsaw powers have already been rejected by the courts, right? Many thousands of people who were told they were fired last month have been ordered back to work, have been ordered to go meet with their bosses, those who haven't been fired yet, I guess, and to get their jobs back. Like, this just happened in the last couple of days. And so the whole thing is like, chaos by design, right? And that's kind of the whole point, right? They're upheaval by design. The whole idea of the whole Trump-Musk presidency thing is smash the thing and then tell people it doesn't work. Well, because you just broke it, yeah. Smash it, tell people it doesn't work, and then tell them you're going to fix it, whether you actually manage to fix it or not, right? I mean, whether you appreciate this kind of management style or not, it's definitely not what you would call normal, right? It's not the status quo. It's, again, that's the purpose of it, right? They promised to do not the status quo, right? So they're doing not the status quo. So keep that in mind, and yeah, like don't be surprised to see more shenanigans, so to speak, in the management of the United States over the next years. This is very likely going to continue, and I expect to see crypto part of the National Reserve again inside of a thing like a Doge group. That would not be surprising to me at all, really. And in fact, it would be completely normal to see that happen, in my opinion. It'd be almost weird if it didn't. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for now, folks. I'll catch you later. Happy trading. See ya.